Happy Saturday. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I am sitting here in my car. We haven't had a little car chat in a while. So, it is Saturday, about like a little bit afternoon. So, like 1 p.m. I just finished a couple of sessions and just running some errands. Wanted to pick up some snacks, some healthy snacks, and some more like protein at the store. But I was like, let me sit in the car real quick before I go in and share some thoughts that I have today. So, I've been thinking a lot about what financial peace looks like for me, and like just what I'm trying to accomplish financially. And so, with that being said, the idea of financial peace came to mind, or the concept, excuse me. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm after. Financial peace. Like today, I feel very peaceful. I feel like I've served. So I saw a couple clients. I made some money, right? I accomplished a major goal yesterday. If you don't know, you just check out my community post. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I feel good. I feel at peace. I worked out this morning. I walked 5,000 steps, and then I did a quick workout. So yeah. So let's talk about this, okay? I have my notes here because I want to make sure I'm carrying or speaking on everything I want to say. But if you are new here, you don't know anything about me and who I am Dr. Shamanda. I'm a licensed mental health and addictions therapist based out of North Carolina. And I specialize in financial therapy, which is all about helping people heal and understand their relationship with money. But on this channel, mostly I share my own personal finance journey, a lot of financial education, and then just things that are the intersection between mental health and money and personal finance, right? And I'm super passionate about that. So, all right, let's talk about this. So, what does financial peace mean for me? So, I wrote down a list of things, and you may not be surprised by this list, and I think honestly, a lot of people feel this or have this desire. So, paying all my bills, right? Having money in my savings and investment accounts, having passive streams of income, having no debt. Now, that might be where some people differ. Some people don't care about having debt. There are people who believe that debt is the pathway to building wealth. Like, for example, like real estate. Some people don't mind having mortgages or having loans on their real estate properties as long as it's bringing in income or building or, gaining equity. So they don't mind that. This whole concept of like other people's money type thing. Personally, though, I don't want no debt. I don't want to owe anybody. Y'all know how I feel about that. So no debt. Having options financially, right? Like that feels amazing. Obviously having options about what I do and how I spend my time, but financially as well. Just having that freedom around doing what I want to do with my money. So if I want to go shopping one day, if I want to go, because y'all know I'm frugal, but like when I start shopping, there's energy that comes on. I'm like, I think I'm a natural shopper, but I have the mindset of someone who's frugal and the willpower and the discipline. But if I didn't have that, I think I would run up a bag in a store easy. I just feel it. I can feel it. But having those options, so like if I want to go out and spend money, if I want to get my hair done every week, if I wanted to change the nail color on my nails every week, like having those options to do like just basic things that obviously still cost money. And then serving without money being the focus. So that's a very important thing. Like I want to be able to do things to serve humanity, serve the world, but not having like a price tag attached or a fee associated with it. I mean, for most people that looks like voluntary, right? Essentially. So being able to volunteer, serve, help without being like, okay, yeah, I can come here and do this, but it's going to cost X, Y, and Z amount of money. I don't want that. I don't want to have to think about that. I want to be able to say, you know what, I have the time and I have the desire to help in this way, and I'm going to go do it. And I don't care if I'm getting paid to do it. I don't care if it's not like my regular amount, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, because I realized like even with what I'm doing financially or with like the mental health stuff, a lot of clients I'm learning especially like my Gen Z clients, they don't know anything about budgets. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I, try to do a little bit of psychoeducation. I tied into my psychoeducation because it's causing financial stress and anxiety. I can intertwine that into my session. But I want to be able to do that though, like outside of my therapy sessions, outside of someone being able to see me for a therapy session, I want to be able to like teach people how to make basic budgets, right? That would be something I'm like that I could do to serve and not charge. That might look like a mini workshop somewhere at the library, in a local library, right? Or going into different schools or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, or like parents, single parents, regular, dual parents, whatever, it doesn't matter. But like teaching budgets, right? And so instead of them running away from this idea of budgeting, they could learn, and there's no fee attached. That's an example. Okay. More money isn't necessarily the finish line. That's something I've learned as well. So, like, there always will be another milestone, and I know that specifically with me. I just know, like, that's just how my mind works. It's just how I'm wired. It is what it is. And I wrote the example of that, like, yesterday. You guys know I reached $10,000 in my Freedom Fund. That was a savings goal that I had. $10,000 within the next 5 months, and I was able to do that successfully. Thank you, God. But I'm already looking at the next goal, which is $25,000. Starting in January, I'm going to be pausing for the next 4 months to focus on other financial goals. But yeah, so in the next 4 months, I'll be hitting focus on the next milestone. Same thing with the investments. This year it's $100,000 total invested, but after that it'll be okay. Well, let's focus on maxing out my Roth every year, which is about $7,500 to $8,000, depends on the year. But you see what I'm saying? Like, for me, I think when I think about financial peace, there's a balance to it. Like, obviously I want to be able to like enjoy my goals. I want to constantly have things that I'm aspiring to, but also like not getting bogged down because there's always another milestone. So yeah. So what am I doing now to work towards financial peace? Building my Freedom Fund. You already see me doing that. Maxing out my Roth. I have officially accumulated, I guess, enough money this month for contribution number 2, but because I have to pay myself out from my business account, it won't post into my actual personal account until next week, and then you guys will see the transfer. So, but that feels really good. Paying down my IRS debts. I am low-key on track to be able to pay the whole remaining balance of IRS debt 2025 off by the end of this month. That feels absolutely amazing and crazy because y'all know the amount's over $3,000. So what? Paying down my student loans. I just started in July. If you're new here, I'm sharing that series as well, so check that out if you have student loans. Creating multiple streams of income. That's always important. And finding what makes me happy. So I'm learning that, y'all, I'm a very simple person. I know probably if people pass me out on the streets and something, they probably would not think that, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty low-key, low maintenance looking, I think so. I don't know. But I enjoy the simple things. Walks at the park, at the lake, in the mornings, every other day, whatever. My daughter been letting me borrow her walking pad. So I've been doing that, get my 5,000 steps in. I'm trying to get to 10,000, but working out, learning new things, reading books, studying new things. Like, that's just me. I love learning. I'm a lifelong learner. I'm really excited to get to like historical sites. I'm so excited. Like, I just love learning, and I love having really good, rich conversations with people. I love meeting new people. I love hitting goals, reaching goals. I just love life, and I realize that now. Like, not that I didn't always realize that, but like I feel like I know that now more than ever. So, and then having options. So, if I want to do part-time therapy, if I want to retire from therapy altogether, content, obviously, you guys know I've been on YouTube for a while now, but I really want to grow this channel more. Being a writer, traveling, speaking. I don't know why. I saw this picture of this lady at the, like, Yukon or Create Con or something like that, but it's tied to YouTube. I don't know. I would love to do that one day if my channel ever gets that big. Like, just sit there and tell them how I grew my platform, how I shared my entire financial journey. Like, I would love to be able to do that one day. That would be absolutely amazing. And you guys know I want to get back on TV and be an expert contributor on like news channels and stuff, and telling them about financial therapy, financial anxiety, giving tips and strategies. You see that line across at the bottom, be like, Dr. Shamanda, therapist, author, speaker, professor. Like, yes. I'm practicing. Y'all don't even know. I'm practicing with y'all. Anyway, yeah, but doing all those things without it being tied to a revenue or a money goal. That is the main piece. And that is what financial peace means to me. So I'm curious, like, what does financial peace mean for you? Leave me a comment in the comment section. I'm happy to hear from you guys. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in our next car chit chat. See you soon.